What's up, y'all? So I realized earlier that them videos that I made while I was in the park, getting my breathing on, getting my meditation and my grounding, didn't come out so well. So I'm just redoing them real quick. The first video was about the number one way that I deal with anger anyway. There are more ways. But I found this was the first thing that came to me when I had a situation yesterday where I exploded on somebody because of something that was said. And, even though, I felt justified in my actions or whatever, there was other ways to go about dealing with that situation that I could have handled it. I could have handled it better. So, first thing that came to my mind when I was like, hey, what could I have done to deal with that situation in a better way? First thing that came to my mind was more breaths. So I upped the breaths today. Up the breaths from 100 to 200. Took 200 breaths today before we went into our meditation. So I think I'm going to keep that the standard from now on, because those breaths carry throughout the day. And then just making sure, excuse me, y'all, I'm taking those times throughout the day to do little short meditations, little short breathing sessions to keep my anger at bay. And then also, as a number nines have a tendency to not outwardly express their anger. And that's another issue. It tends to come out in more passive-aggressive ways. So as a 9, you have to find an outlet for your anger, and you have to deal with it. You cannot let it just sit there and simmer. You got to deal with your anger. You got to express it, because you'll have a tendency to explode. Alright? So the number one way I found to deal with anger, I'll say two ways. First, the breathing on the preemptive side, to make sure that we keeping our minds at a relaxed pace throughout the day. And then the second way is to express that anger, in a healthy way. So yeah, that is how the number 9 type, the Peacemaker, can deal with that anger. Because as a Peacemaker, you want to avoid conflict. You have a natural tendency to want to avoid conflict, but you cannot always avoid conflict. Sometimes you have to deal with conflicts, and when you don't, that can be detrimental to you and to the situation.